萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。
阿弥陀佛，请自己走，列队排班，准备献哈达。阿弥陀佛。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈
生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈。莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈。生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。 生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。
阿弥陀佛，刘凤娇师姐，请至流通处取回你的信用卡。刘凤娇师姐，请至流通处取回你的信用卡。莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。 阿弥陀佛，今天法会主持者，请带着你的哈达及供养，到龙边排队，准备向师尊敬献哈达。法会主持者，请尽速到龙边排队。好，待会师尊签完书，好就可以向师尊敬献哈达。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。
萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛。
一年一度的南投灯会又再次紧锣密鼓的敲响福尔摩沙的心脏，各项灯会的展题也如火如荼的开始进行。此次真佛宗应南投县政府热忱的邀请，在根本传承上师莲生法王的加持之下， 由世界真佛宗宗务委员会、中国真佛宗密教总会、台湾雷藏寺以及台北中观学会联合策办，于南投县农工商会展中心南投灯会区喜见尊贵的真佛宗大幻化网曼陀罗。主办单位在2018年1月22日正式起建动土仪式，当天一早，雨水洗尘，大地一片祥和，大日遍洒在殊胜的坛场，虚空中更有片片云朵结成了层层的网，无形当中仿佛象征着大幻化网金刚降临结界，这真是无上殊胜的缘起，大幻化大相应。此次仪式由台湾雷藏寺代表是莲斋金刚上师主坛，莲月上师、莲样上师、莲净上师共同副坛。出席的还有南投县政府相关单位的各级长官。上师们慎重而如法地遵照真佛仪轨进行动土仪式，再以10轮金刚砂、护摩灰、尊胜五色豆及盐米洒净结界。将象征金刚不坏、成就一切的十字金刚结魔杵安置在曼陀罗的中心。仪轨进行到最后，上师们带领众等以最虔诚之心，再一次祈请尊贵的根本传承上师莲生法王与大幻化网金刚主尊及眷属的加持，回向真佛宗大幻化网曼陀罗的搭建工程顺利圆满，并愿此无上殊胜而珍贵的佛塔能够在莲生法王的大加持中，真实利益着南投及我们所心系的台湾宝岛，更祈愿光明加持所有瞻仰顶礼大幻化网曼陀罗的一切有形无形众生，让我们共同珍惜这珍贵的法缘。
好，大家现在在荧幕上面有看到这个幻化之光照耀南投的影片。那展出的日期是2月10号到3月4号，地点在南投县农工商会展中心。那欢迎大家可以前去参观绕塔。这个塔大幻化网的曼陀罗呢，高17米，宽25米哦，非常的巨大。那师尊也会给他加持。那欢迎大家在灯会期间莅临南投参观灯会。阿弥陀佛。
萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，吽啊吽咕噜贝， 萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈 生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。
阿弥陀佛，因施主的法师，请尽速到密坛列队排班。因施主的法师，请尽速至密坛列队排班。
萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝。阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝。阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽，啊吽，咕噜贝，阿呵萨萨玛哈，莲生悉地吽。
阿弥陀佛。刚刚有一位同门把燃灯杂志跟一个红包袋放在流通处哈，红包袋里面有现金哈，请记得去取回。但是人家一定会问你里面是多少钱哈，所以不是自己的钱不要去认领哈。刚刚把这个燃灯杂志跟红包袋留在流通处的同门，好，请赶快去认领。 法会即将开始，手机请关机或调整为震动静音模式。谢谢大家。真佛宗台湾雷藏寺爱染明王护国
At Buddha School, Taiwan Temple, the Ragaraja Homa fire offering ceremony for purifications, blessings, harmony, subjugation, and Badu deliverance has now begun. The founder and the lineage root guru of His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng will be presiding over the ceremony, and now we will be welcoming His Holiness Rinpoche Shimu Vajramas Lian-Sheng and the Assembly of Masters to enter into the ceremonial hall. Please join your palms with reverence and recite the root guru mantra.
请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛上香。
Inviting our lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to make an offering of incense. Great homage using visualization first to root guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth head bow. Inviting the Supreme Dharma King, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, to ascend to the Dharma throne. Inviting Simu, Vajra Master Lian-Sheng, to take the Dharma seat. Inviting Rinpoche and the Dharma Masters to please take the Dharma seats. Inviting all the reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants to please take the seats.
First,
let's extend our warmest welcome to our beloved lineage root guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to Simu Vajra Master Lian-Sheng. And also welcome to Rinpoche, all participating masters reference, our distinguished guests, and all participants from all over the world. Thank you for coming and your support in this ceremony. The offering of Hatha. Let's join our palms with great reverence, and we would like to invite Vajra Master Lian-Yi to represent all of us to present the offering of Hatha to the lineage root guru as a symbol of the highest honor. Form Padma Kumara Mudra. Visualize our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng, sitting on top of our heads, radiating light to bless us. Recite the root Guru long mantra 7 times to pray for lineage blessings.
Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom. Om Hom Guru Be He Sasamaha Lian-Sheng Shidi Hom.
Perform the visualization of the 4 immeasurables, ancestors and relatives from the father's side on your right, from the mother's side on your left, teachers and friends behind you and in front of you, enemies and karmic creditors, and around us, all sentient beings together, practicing the tantric Dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Wake up call. Inviting His Holiness to set ceremonial demarcation, to bless the prayers, registration forms, home accords, and all the offerings, and also the registrants for the planet ruler protection and for the blessing lights. Purification mantras.
Om Shodori Shodori Shemori Shemori Soha. Om Wazilatan He He Hom. Namo Samando Modanan Om Duru Duru Diwei Soha.
Invocation mantra.
Hom Soha. Om Hom Soha. Om Hom Soha. We
sincerely invoke the lineage root Guru of True Buddha School, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian-Sheng. We sincerely invoke the main deity of the ceremony, Namo Raga Raja, Namo True Buddha School lineage Gurus, Namo Dharma Buddha, Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas, Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Jet Pond, Namo True Buddha School's 8 primary deities, Taiwan Lei Tsang temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and the Heavenly Fire God, and the planet ruler of the Wuxi year, the year of 2018, and also for the blessing lights, and all Buddhas of the 3 times in the 10 directions, all Bodhisattvas and Mahasattvas. Create homage using visualization. First to the Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas and Dharma protectors. Visualize full prostration on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Great mandala offering. Form the offering mudra. Visualize the offerings of the ceremony that includes flowers, incense, lamps, tea, fruit, mounds of rice, sweet nectar, delicious foods, precious items. Transform to fill the whole space and make the offering above to the lineage root Guru, the main deity of the ceremony, Raga Raja, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakanis, and divinities, and below to sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, 4 continents and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge all karma to all our civilization.
Om Sawa Tathagata Itamu Gurunana Menzara Kan Niriye Daye. 4皈依
Fourfold refuge. Visualize our lineage with Guru, all the lineage Gurus, with Buddha jewel, Dharma jewel, and Sangha jewel, to form bright white light to empower us. Recite the mantra.
Nammo Gurube, Nammo Buddhaya, Nammo Dhammaya, Nammo Sankhaya. Nammo Gurube, Nammo Buddhaya, Nammo Dhammaya, Nammo Sankhaya. Nammo Gurube, Nammo Buddhaya, Nammo Dhammaya, Nammo Sankhaya. 披甲护身，手结金刚合掌手印，持咒。Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali, Om Paranjali. 手印额头、头、心、
Touch the mudra at the brow, throat, heart, left and right shoulders. As you return the mudra to the brow, release the mudra and visualize 4 rays of blue lights on your 4 sides, becoming Dharma protectors, protecting you in the ceremony. Inviting His Holiness to perform blessings with mala.
与会大众请起立。恭请圣尊金刚棒开炉结界，点起护摩火，供品下炉演化手印。与会大众唱诵法会主尊爱染明王
to make all the offerings and to perform Mudra transformations for purifications, blessings, magnetization, harmonization, subjugation, and further deliverance.
请圣尊升法王座。
Inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. Inviting Sumo Raja Master Lian-Sheng to return to the Dharma seat, inviting Rinpoche and all the Dharma masters to return to the Dharma seats, and inviting everybody to please return to your seats.
站子 子
Enter into samadhi. Visualize Raga-raja merges with the Homa fire and with the practitioners. Perform 9-cycle Buddha breathing. Enter into samadhi. Recite that mantras of the 8 principal deities. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Homage to the 36,119,500 Buddhas with the same name and identification of Amitabha. Merit dedication. May Allah uphold the Buddha, ascend to the realm of utmost bliss, reaping fourfold generosities from above, aiding those in the 3 realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death like the Buddha, may we liberate all. Inviting our lineage root Guru to perform the overall merit dedication. You may also make your personal dedication at this time. By the xie, 6th syllable, that transforms to become the nectar of vase. By the bang, 6th syllable, the lotus blossom appears. And from the home, 6th syllable, it transforms to become Raga-raja. homage to the Raga Raja, homage to Raga Raja, homage to Raga Raja. We pray to Raga Raja to please bestow upon all participants. May all of their wishes be fulfilled. May the barter spirits be guided to be reborn into the Pure Lands. By your vow of the nectar water, please purify the karma of sentient beings. May all karmic sicknesses be eradicated. May all negative karma be eradicated. May good karma increase. May wisdom of the Tathagata bless all participants. May we live with love, respect and harmony. May we have the major harmony, middling harmony and minor harmony be perfect. We pray to Raga Raja to subdue all the evil spirits and wandering ghosts. May you subdue all the evil mind, and may He subdue our own greed, anger and hatred, and subdue our own ignorance. We pray to Raga Raja to manifest inside the hearts of the prayers by the red light. May they live in harmony. By the blue light, please protect all the disciples. By the yellow light, please increase their my disciples' merits and good fortunes. By the white light that transforms to become ambrosia, so that all participants can be filled, can be fulfilled. To the gods of the heavens, gods on earth, may we be far from all calamities. May all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. May all of our prayers be granted in perfection. May all obstructions vanish. May all enemies and enmities disappear. Recite 100-syllable mantra 3 times.
Om Pitsa Satta Sammaya Malupalaya Pitsa Satta Teiru Pati Cha Chicho Mepawa Sutta Kai Mepawa Suppo Kai Mepawa Andrato Mepawa Sawa Sitti Mepolaya Sa Sawa Kama Sutsame Chittamo Solidan Guru Hop Aha ha 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 Bhagavan Sawa 塔塔嘎达贝扎玛美门扎贝兹巴瓦玛萨玛呀萨多阿吽呸唵贝扎萨多萨玛呀玛鲁巴拉呀贝扎萨多泰鲁巴蒂查真咒美巴瓦苏多泰美巴瓦苏布泰美巴瓦安拉多美巴瓦萨瓦斯蒂美波拉呀查萨瓦嘎玛斯扎美吉达摩梭利人咕噜吼哈哈哈哈呵巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达贝扎玛美门扎贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛呀萨多阿吽呸唵贝扎萨多萨玛呀玛鲁巴拉呀贝扎萨多泰罗巴蒂查真咒美巴瓦苏多泰美巴瓦苏布开米巴瓦安拉多美巴瓦萨瓦斯蒂美波拉呀查萨瓦嘎玛斯扎美吉达摩梭利人咕噜吼哈哈哈呵巴嘎文萨瓦达塔嘎达贝扎玛美门贝兹巴瓦玛哈萨玛呀萨多阿吽呸
Great homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Visualize full procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Visualize full procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Third to all head workers and Dharma protectors. Visualize full procession on the ground. Release the mudra. Fourth half bow. Recite completion mantra.
法会吉祥圆满，感谢师尊为我
The
们
ceremony has been completed in perfection, and we are truly grateful to our lineage Guru for presiding over this Ragaraja Homa fire offering ceremony.
恭请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛传法开
Now, with great reverence, we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings.
首先我们敬礼传承祖师。
First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus.
了明和尚。
Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming.
敬礼萨迦正空上师。
Homage to Master Sakya 真空。
敬礼16世大宝法王卡玛巴。
Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa.
敬礼图登大吉上师。
And homage to Master Dupten Darji.
坛城三宝。
Homage to the three jewels of the altar.
护摩的祖尊。
And homage to the main deity of Homa today, Ragaraja.
图登西地。
师母 Duten Siddhi Rinpoche.
上师、教授师。
All Dharma masters.
教。
Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet, and our participating VIPs today are the Chief Secretary of the Taiwan government, Mr. Zheng Peifu and Mrs. Zheng, the academician from Academia Sinica, Professor Zhu Ziyi and Madam, and the council from Nantou County, Wang Wenjun, and from the Zhongshan Medical College affiliated plastic surgery department, Dr. Zheng Shenlong. Law advisor to Jupiter School, Miss Jennifer Zhou. Jupiter School Scholars Group and Medical Group. General Manager of the Jingyi Enterprise, Ms. Zhang Yizheng. And the rep to the Council of Tainan City. The wood sculptor artist, Mr. Jian.
My university same classmate 朱金水先生及夫人陈泽霞女士。
The president of the Worldwide Lotus-Light Charity Society and the producer of the Great Perfection Dharma Havaja Exposition and Development Stages of Tantrayana, Master Lian-Yu. And the host, Dharma Sister Peijun. The host to Lamdre and the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, Master Lian Hai. Producers for Gini Diansang Xinten, Illuminating Your Heart from CTI TV Taiwan, Dharma Sister Rebecca Xiaqi.
My sister Luceng女士。My sister
Miss Luceng
and husband.
And Miss Lu Guoying and husband. And thank you to Dharma Sister Yao Ye Jian for her donation of 100,000 NT dollars. And Dharma brother Xiao Zijie also for his donation of 100,000 NT dollars. Oh, we participate in the Lantern Festival of Nantou. So Taiwan Lei Tsang Temple is a participant of this year's Lantern Festival in Nantou. And the primary exhibition is the mandala or altar of Mahotara Heruka by Master Lian-Yu. So that evening at 8 p.m. there would be the ceremony of the lighting of the mandala, which is like a consecration of the Mahotara mandala. And they are inviting me to consecrate the Mahotara Heruka mandala at the Lantern Festival. And the Nantou mayor, Lin Wenzhen, and the legislators, officers, and VIPs will light the lights of the mandala together. And we also would like to invite the Mayor Li Mingzhen to give a speech. And also invite Grandmaster to say a few Dharma words. Really? I know. We will participate in the consecration of Mahotara Mandala and also in the Lantern Festival. And yet, possibly Dharma teaching too. It will be on February 10th. So soon. It's almost time. It's a ceremony for Amugapasa Guan Yin Bodhisattva. And we are asking Grandmaster if Grandmaster can complete the empowerment by 5:30 and then arrive at the Lantern Festival by 6:40. And P.S. For the ceremony on February 10th, there will not be any blessings on the head. February 10th. It's around the corner. It's next Saturday. 阿弥陀佛。阿弥陀佛。
那么欢迎大家
Welcome all of you.
欢迎大家能够
I hope you can attend
我们这个大方王金刚的坛城开光
and participate in the consecration of the Mahotara Heruka Mandala.
灯我是比较没有什么意思
And it's less meaningful to lit the lights, but I will definitely perform the consecration of the mandala.
这个南投灯会展出的日期是
And the date for the Lantern Festivals is from February 10th to March 4th. It will be held at the Nantou County Longgongsang Conference Center. I don't know what place that is. I will get there once I get on the car. The ceremony will go on as usual. Can we move the time of the ceremony ahead? This is clear word of Chinese. It's okay. So that's the announcement. I welcome you to check on the internet. That True Buddha School participates in the Lantern Festival. I know that the Lantern Festival, the main lantern for Taiwan this year will be in Jiayi. So each city and county also have their own Lantern festivals. When I returned to Taiwan, the PR director, Mr. Fermi Wang, made and report to me, and should we attend? And he said, definitely. And then he told the mayor, and then the mayor was also speaking here on the stage, asking us to participate. So Master Lian Yu took the responsibility to carry it out. We all know that the mandala of Mahotara Heruka had been taken apart, and now we have to put it back on together. and it will cost $2 million NT to set it up. And then we have to pay for the space. So she has to bear a huge responsibility financially and logistically. So Mr. Fermi Wong, since you are the one that told the mayor, so you have to take some responsibility too. So it's really quite a hard work to carry this out. Of course, it's good for the Buddha school, but it's really not a simple matter to establish the Mahaharuka Mandala. So you, before agreeing to a request, you have to discuss it first. We just want to participate in things that don't need much money. Otherwise, if it requires lots of money, you have to discuss and negotiate. You cannot just throw the ball to Master Lien Yue to be responsible for all of it. So good afternoon, everybody. How do you do?
Hola, amigo, que quiero mucho. Merci beaucoup. Good afternoon and normal konnichiwa. 刚刚我讲过这个爱染明王。
Just now, I did say about the formation of Ragaraja. In visualization, first you want to visualize the precious vase. And why do we need to use the shi, sit syllable? Because that's the ambrosia, precious vase of Amitabha. The king of ambrosia, for the Siddhigarbha deliverance yoga, it invoke the Tathagata of the ambrosia king. That's Amitabha Buddha. So that's why we use the 6 syllable shi that transform to become the ambrosia vase. And most lotus is transformed from the pang 6 syllable. And Ragaraja is an emanation of Vajrasattva. That's why we use home 6 syllable that transforms to become Ragaraja. So transformation starts from the Sanskrit syllables that transforms to become Ragaraja. So Ragaraja, this deity, is very popular in Japan. Many people worship Ragaraja. And also in Tibetan Tantrayana, it's popular. Ragaraja is popular. In the past, we watched the movie that's called the Aizen Katsita. So what does it mean with Aizen? When we turn into the Husan road here to the temple, that is like matchmaker. That's like a transformation, like to catch or to catch love, like matchmaker. There is a statement that if you recite the mantra of Ragaraja, then Ragaraja is the matchmaker to match you and your personal deity or yidam. So by completing 300,000 recitation of his mantra, you can do so. There are many Dharma practices of Ragaraja, the deity yoga, annihilation of evil practices, image drawing, love and respect, nectar, carved image, and subjugation, detox Dharma practice, and also water magnetization practice. And you perform it after completing 300,000 recitations. Once you attain yogic union with Ragaraja, you can attain yogic union with your yidam. So they place a bow and arrow here. Here, is the so-called harmonization or magnetization practice and subjugation practice. A red arrow with flowers belong to the magnetization practice, and the blue bow and arrow made of lead metal, that's for exorcism practice. So if you can utilize the tantric visualization, you visualize yourself to become Ragaraja, and then you hold a red bow and you shoot the arrow toward your desired person, then that would invoke some chemistry between you, the two of you, to move that person's heart. Then that becomes magnetization or harmonization practice. But with the blue bow and arrow, and you visualize your enemy in front of you, or enmities, or anything bad like demon or evil ghosts and spirits, and then you shoot the blue arrow, then they will be eradicated. So Ragaraja has this magnetization and exorcism, the practice. And for magnetization, the pistils, you use the pistils of a red flower. And you need 108 pistils. And then you burn them inside the Homa fire pit. And then you recite the name of your desired person. That's also a magnetization practice. So Ragaraja has two origins. One is from Vairocana Buddha, entering into the heart of Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. And the other one is the emanation of Vajrasattva. In Mahayana Buddhism, there is no Vajrasattva, but they have Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. And in Mahayana Buddhism, Samantabhadra is called Vajrasattva. So in Mahayana, Samantabhadra is treated as Vajrasattva. And another one is that Mahastama Prapta is determined to be Vajrasattva. So Samantabhadra Bodhisattva and Mahastama Prapta Bodhisattva are Vajrasattva. The mantra. And the mudra. 2 hands inward, interlace, and the middle fingers upright and crossed, which mean catching. And there is an appearance with 2 arms holding Vajrabell and scepter, also the one with 6 arms. What is very special is when he holds the Vajra scepter, his hand is like this. If you can twist it inward, and he holds the Vajra scepter this way, right? Not like this, and not like this, but like this, very special. He holds it this way, twist inward. With visualization, visualize him, how it becomes Ragaraja, and with the mantra and the mudra, then you can perform the Ragaraja deity practice, deity yoga. Once you gain yogic union with Ragaraja, then Ragaraja will act as a matchmaker. Then you can gain yogic union with your yidam, with your root guru, your yidam and protector. Then you can gain yogic union with many deities. Before, I transmitted Ragaraja in Hong Kong, and the organizer at that time was Master Chang Ren, right? You organized the Ragaraja ceremony in 1998 in Hong Kong. 20 years ago. And you can check on it. There are many Dharma rituals of Ragaraja. Many people carve an image of Ragaraja and you wear it on you. That's the carve ritual, or a painting or drawing practice. And if you often paint him and it's imprinted on your mind, then you can gain yogic union very fast. Let me share a joke first. Lies are divided into different levels. The first level is the waitress always say that, oh, the dish is coming up soon. It's not always. Sometimes we have to wait a long time, but they always say that the dish is coming up soon. And the second level is colleagues. They always say, I'll invite you for dinner someday. And the third level is for the boss. He always say that, let me say a couple of words, but actually he talks for so long that you squirm in your seats and the boss is still talking. And the fourth level is the husbands that say that, I have meetings this evening, now you know. And the fifth level is the hotel ladies. They always say that I came from a poor family and my parents are sick. So now you know what she means. And the sixth level is the builders or developers, and they always say that we will never skim on our materials, but in reality, they don't profit if they don't skim. The seventh level is the hospitals. The doctors always say, we've tried our best. But that's another matter. And they always said that they've tried their best. And the eighth level is the Minister of Education. Doesn't matter how poor we are, we still have to educate. The ninth level is man. I love you for tens of thousands of years. And the 10th level is woman. I definitely don't like your money. Now you know the one that's beyond 10th level, the 11th level, is the government. Trust us, tomorrow will be better. And the 12th level, what is it? The president. Humble, humble, and humble. Humility. Humility, humility, and humility. The 13th level is lovers. We use love to make electricity, to generate power. Because chemistry in Chinese is called the electric power. Actually, there's another higher level, 15th, the 14th level. That's the highest kind. Sakyamuni Buddha descended and held my hand. The song of holding hands, Amitabha. Actually, true Buddha school should speak truthfully. That's for sure. True Buddha school always speak truthfully. The only true words in True Buddha school. I remember the first time Ragaraja was transmitted in Hong Kong. It was presided over by Master Lian-Sheng. So he gave the Dharma teaching first, and then Grandmaster added to it. And he wrote his speech, and he was reading from his script. on and on and on and on until the end of the ceremony. And I remember Master Lian Miao walked over and told him, "You took too much time." And then he replied, "Just wait, it's going to end soon." And yet he continued to talk and on and on and on. And it didn't end. And Master Lian Miao went to him again and said, "The ceremony is about to end. Can you please finish?" And then Master Lian Teng replied truthfully, I don't know how to stop, because he hadn't finished reading his scripts. There were still many pages. So the ceremony at that time was like that. I saw Master Lian Miao went to him about 5 times. And finally, he ended with reluctance. So in a very short time, I quickly recap the Dharma practices of Ragaraja. So true Buddha school disciples sometimes speak truthfully, because he had not finished, so you could not cut. He had to complete it all before he could stop. So Master Lian Teng spoke truthfully. That's what he prepared. So his authentic attainment was Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. He was truly great. His reading of his speech is the same as his spiritual cultivation. He continued on and on. He persevered. When he knew that he had cancer, if it were me who got cancer, I would have sighed and complained. But he was unaffected. And the doctor told him that you only have 3 months left to live. And he was unaffected. He used a very wide open mind to accept it. So the 3 months became 4 years. He was not affected at all, and his face didn't change at all. So I really admire this point. If the doctor had told me I had 3 months, I probably would have ended in 3 days. I would have been shocked to death. How could I stand it that long? But Master Lian Teng had confidence. And when he was hospitalized with tubes inserted all over his body, he was still sitting on the sick bed meditating. And it was quite a sensation in the hospital. Everybody came by to check him out, because with all the tubes inserted all over his body, he was still sitting, meditating. Was there anyone like that, able to do that? Anyone else? That's why his spirit and perseverance is the same as Hanifa's mother. He was a Chinese school teacher in Indonesia, a poor teacher. Also, her father was a poor teacher. When they retired, when they got in touch with Buddha Dharma, they were very diligent in their recitation of the mantra and sutra. They always did their homework as soon as they think of them. And finally, both Hanifa's father and mother gained the Vajra Sariras. They are round and huge. And you have to have such a spirit for spiritual cultivation. I found that I don't have such tenacity, but good thing that I could be connected with the consciousness of the universe. Master Lian-Sheng, during the Dharma transmission at that time, he said that he spoke for a long time because I told Master Lian-Sheng that I will speak as long as you do. So that's why he took his time to talk. But we cannot skip dinner because of that and skip sleep. So we have to care for the other people too. So let's talk about Lamdre. Also, when one strictly upholds the lucid realization and rises to non-discernment, and prior to the non-discernment is the lucid realization, this is referred as the union of natural disposition. As the one utilizes its different function, establishes the existential Dharma due to the gate of lucid realization, if at this moment one becomes empty after searching for differences, it is to establish Dharma nature based on the rises to the gate of non-discernment. According to our wish, one recognizes and maintains the yidam and mandala that gradually arise to the outer and inner reliance, or all the existences that manifest from either moving or still material world, the wisdom that arises in periphery from above realization. This is called the innate realization of appearances. So this excerpt is very difficult to explain, but let me tell you. When you reach a certain realm, when your meditation reaches a certain realm, in the Heart Sutra, the first statement state, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, when he went deep into meditation, he encountered. When Avalokitesvara went deep into the Prajna Paramita meditation, it meant that Avalokitesvara went into deep meditation. That's what it meant. So what we talked about today about realization or seeing is the realization of non-discernment. That's seeing the Dharma Kaya. So the realization of discernment is the seeing with the real eyes. Talking about the third eye, when Grandmaster communicated with the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas like today, Grandmaster had the vision of Ragaraja descending, and Grandmaster knew that Ragaraja entered into his body, and I had the vision, or I saw Ragaraja. It was very real. Ragaraja appeared to me. He did manifest. Sometimes Grandmaster is Guru, and the thought that I emit, the thought that I transport, the true cultivators of True Buddha School disciples will receive my information, the thought that I sent. If you use the third eye or use your eyes, and you can see Grandmaster appearing in front of your eyes in the broad daylight, this means that you have attained this innate realization of appearances that you could see Ragaraja and you could also see Grandmaster. And if Grandmaster has something to let you know, sometimes you would be able to see in dreams. And Grandmaster teaches you mantra in the dream or asks you to do something. That's because I send the thought from my heart. If you can't receive it, then you have the transcendent power of understanding people's thoughts and of divine eye. So that means you have some attainments in these two respects. So any of you had received a special mantra teaching from Grandmaster in the dreams? Please raise your hand. Like when I do something as a guru, when he transports his thought or message, and you would see Grandmaster in the dreams. Of course, many people see Grandmaster in dreams, right? Please raise your hands. If to transmit Buddha Dharma in dreams or to help you resolve problems using message being transported. Like my gurus, the Venerable Mang Liao-ming, Master Sakya Zengkong, His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and Master Thubten Dorji. And Master Thubten Dorji, a few days ago, sent a message to me. He just sent a message to me. You have to have open communication with your guru. You have to connect with your guru, with your yidam, with your protector. You have to connect with what you wish for. So this kind of phenomena is the sign of yogic union or spiritual responses. I have told you that I went to the XX hall and it turned out to be hell on the border line. I was looking for 2 people. I went there to look for 2 people. First, do you remember the head of the Lotus Light Charity Society of Southern Taiwan, Chu Zhengyi? I went there to look for Chu Zhengyi because I knew that Chu Zhengyi was caught by the Tata X to replace them, one from the south, one from the north. I went there to look for Chu Zhengyi. I went to the XX hall, to the hell at the border, and they told me Chu Zhengyi is not here. And I said, but I knew he was caught by the XX hall. How come he's not here? Because when he got to the gate, because there was red light above his head, and that was a good, virtuous light, because he led the Lotus Light Charity Society until he had red light above his head. So the Aoming heaven, there was a Dakini descended from the Aoming heaven and took Chu Zhengyi to the Aoming heaven. And the one from the north was Reverend Lian-Hu. She was in a coma then. And I went to the XX hall to get her back, to get them back. And the XX hall said, when we were about to catch her, there were many children guiding her to light. That her coma score was 3, which means it was quite severe. Her skull and face were destroyed. Yet, as a result, she had the vision in her coma because many people helped her chanting mantra and accumulating the energy. And she saw one side black and the other side white. And there were a group of young children chanting Buddha's name. And they brought Reverend Lian-Fu from the dark toward the light. So those young children was beating on the wooden rhythm to bring her out of the dark. Where's Reverend Lian-Fu? Is she here today? Please step out. Please come on stage. And please give her a microphone. When you were in coma, well, please you don't have to make prostration. Please stay standing. In your coma, Did you see white on one side and dark on the other side? Yes. Did you see many young children chanting the Buddha's name? I saw the little young monks and holding the wooden instrument and kept chanting Amitabha, Amitabha, Amitabha. And you chanted along them, and then you walk from dark to light, and then you woke up and you regain your consciousness. So please reiterate it for everybody.
I saw a group of children and then they recited Amitabha Buddha. So I followed them to recite Amitabha Buddha. While I was reciting the Amitabha Buddha, and I saw part of them in the dark side and a part of them in the bright side. But I still continue following them. Then till the lotus blossom appears in my heart. And around me is the yellow light. And that's the little the young monk sitting in my heart and shine and radiance, lots of radiance, and then it transformed lots of little monks. And so many little monks united as the little monk and sitting in my heart. Then I continue reciting Amitabha Buddha. Then in the light of Amitabha Buddha, I woke up.
How many days were you in coma? I don't remember. Anyone remember how many days he was in coma? Many days. But so many lotus youth, Padma Kumaras, so many disciples chanting the Buddha's name, collecting the good energy, and then you chant along in the heart and to guide you from the dark to light. And thank you, Grandmaster, and thank you to everyone who helped chanting for me, and my life belongs to you. Please return to your seat. So someone chanting the Buddha's name for you is extremely important. If in the coma, someone can bless him or her, that someone from the coma number 3 can regain consciousness. That's just incredible, miraculous. She had gone surgery for her whole head. And all the little monks that she saw were the innate realization of appearances. So she could accept, she could receive the message from the young monks. And then in her coma, she could see. And then she could follow the name recitation of Amitabha Buddha, and then she could be saved. And Mr. Chu Zheng-yi was guided by a Dakini from the Aoming heaven, from the marvelous lucidity heaven. So XX Hall was really horrible. A guru can send his message to everybody. He could send what's on his mind to everybody. And those who can receive this message have close and deep affinity with the guru. The school, now it's 5:51. There's a young teacher at the school, and the principal told him that you have to be nice to the students who get a score of 100 because they would become scientists. And you need to be kind to students with a score of 80 because they may become your colleagues. And to the students who fail the test, you have to be kind to them because they will donate to the school. And the students who dropped out from school, you have to be kind to them too because they would become administrators. When you drop off, you become Bill Gates or George Bush. Become presidents or big businessmen like Bill Gates, the richest man in the world. And Grandmaster stayed in the same class twice. So please don't look down upon those who stayed in the same class twice because in the future they will become Grandmaster. So it's not necessarily that if you get a good score in school that you would succeed. You have to treasure your own body as long as you focus and in full concentration in entering the deep and authentic meditation. In the future, you would have attainments. So those with discernments, that's the innate realization of appearances. But the one with no discernments is the innate realization of emptiness. There are three men who are proposing for the lady at the same time. And the lady's father said that I just let my daughter marry one of you. So please say your strengths. A said, my asset is tens of millions of dollars. That's not so big deal these days. Well, maybe billionaires. And B said, I have a luxurious home. And my dad is in the administration. And C said, I don't have anything. But I only have a kid. A little kid inside your daughter's womb. So that's why there's a saying, the first come, first serve. If you don't come, then you don't get anything. So we've come in touch with Buddha Dharma, so you want to be diligent and serious about your spiritual cultivation. You want to gain the authentic spiritual union, the yogic response, and you want to transcend. You want to enter the deepest meditation. You can communicate and connect and communicate with your yidam and with all the deities. And you can have the true or authentic realization or seeing, not like acts. Of course, acts could see everything. Sakyamuni Buddha, all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, she could see and talk to, not just communicate, she could have dialogues with them. But they were not truthful, they were lies. If they had been real and truthful, then I could have gotten her message. I am able to receive her message, but because she's a fake, though she cannot accept any of my message, all the messages that I sent to her, she could not receive them. She claimed that she often had meetings with me at the Maha Twin Lotus Ponds. But I had been waiting for a long time. When did you ever come? You said you came, but I never saw you. So whatever you said were complete lies. Many people donate blood, and that's a good work. And on the blood bus, it's written, if you donate 250 cc, then you will be given milk. For 500 cc, you will be given a watch. And someone asked, how about 1,000 cc? And the nurse replied, you would be sent to the emergency room. I find that in spiritual cultivation, once you know Buddha Dharma, you have to practice, you have to be diligent, but you cannot be over. So a true guru will tell you, you have to take care of the mundane affairs. And when you have time, you enter into your own room or space and quiet down and do your homework, enter into samadhi. And to be in union with your root guru, yidam and protector, and connect with them. If you can enter into deep meditation, then you will definitely succeed, or you will definitely have attainment. Like for Grandmaster, as soon as I quiet my mind and concentrate, in this very short period of time, Ragaraja appeared in front of my eyes. Acts could soul travel, but I never noticed it. Simu's elder sister passed away a few days ago. That was last week, right? I went to the funeral. And a few days before, as I was having my breakfast, the sister-in-law, brother-in-law and the elder sister appeared on my breakfast table, nearby breakfast table. Oh, you came. I will bless you and send you to a good place. And they left. So during that breakfast, I told Simu, your elder sister and brother-in-law came to our breakfast table. Did I tell you? Yes. And the day when we went to the Hsinchu ceremony at the high-speed rail with several disciples, Lian-O, Lian-Zhe, I was consulting spiritually, and that was before her passing. And I found that she will leave in a couple of days. So after attending the Hsinchu ceremony, the next day she passed away, right? Oh yes. And Meng Cheng's from Thailand. Meng Cheng's mother was sick. And you flew to Qingdao. Lian-O flew to Qingdao in mainland China. And she was still alive, so he flew back. How many times? Twice. And when he flew the third time, she was still alive, and he flew back. He flew again to Qingdao, China, and to see Meng Cheng's mom, and she hadn't died yet, and he returned. And when he flew the third time, she died. So Lian-Zhe told Lian-O, why didn't you learn from Grandmaster like this? Then you would know when. It's good. So Meng Cheng from Thailand, her mother's passed away, and Lian-O helped her take care of her mother's. Lian-O is a very responsible person. He stayed in Thailand for a very long time. And the parents of a fellow disciple was passing away, and he flew especially to Qingdao to help. So you have a little too much responsibility. So actually, seeing or vision, as soon as you quiet and concentrate your mind and you open your third eye, then you would be able to see. The seeing with discernment is called the seeing of appearances. And the seeing with no discernment is called the seeing of emptiness. That's all for today. Om Mani Padme Hum. Let's applaud once again to show our utmost gratitude to His Holiness for the precious Dharma teaching. we have several announcements. Next Saturday, there will be Amoga Pasa Kuan Yin ceremony. And on the first day of the Chinese New Year, which is on Friday, February 15th, there will be Maitreya Homa. And for the Sunday, February 17 or 18? Sunday. For the Sunday, there would be Ganapati ceremony. And for February 23rd, there will be Guya Samaya. February 24th, there will be Nagarjuna, organized by Zongguan chapter. Friday, February 16th, and Sunday, February 18th. There would be ceremonies for both days. And now we are inviting His Holiness to consecrate the Buddha images, and you will receive blessings wherever you are.
与会大众唱诵根本上师心咒。
唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽，唵咕噜莲生悉地吽。
恭请圣尊生法王座。
Inviting His Holiness to return to the Dharma throne. And in a moment, there will be the empowerment for Raga Raja. During the empowerment, please remember to visualize the deity, to form the mudra, and to recite the mantra. This ends the English interpretation today. Thank you very much.
恭请根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛赐给与会大众爱染明王不共大法，包含甘露水法、解毒法、净爱法、除魔法、画像法、科相法、断恶法灌顶。今天灌顶也包含皈依灌顶。与会大众手结爱染明王手印，观想爱染明王柱顶放光加持，唱诵爱染明王心咒。
唱 吽
灌顶。灌顶的同门志工，请尽速至密坛接受灌顶。让我们以热烈的掌声，感谢师尊赐给与会大众殊胜珍贵的灌顶。请大家面向坛城，我们做出坛大礼拜。礼拜根本上师即十方三世一切佛，Om Ah Hum 观想跪地礼拜，甜心三印，2拜诸菩萨，嗡阿吽。观想跪地礼拜，甜心三印，3拜护法金刚，嗡阿吽。观想跪地礼拜，甜心三印，4平等一起手。迎师祖请就位，钟鼓手请就位。弟子众等祈愿师尊
佛体安康，长寿自在，
也祈请师尊
常驻台湾，大转法轮，广度众生。
法会吉祥圆满，恭送根本传承上师圣尊莲生活佛师母莲香上师仁波切及上师团与会大众虔诚合掌，唱诵根本上师心咒，钟鼓齐鸣。 佛，感谢来自世界各地的弘法人员、贵宾、同门及善心大德前来护持今天师尊所主持的爱染明王护摩大法会，法会吉祥圆满。也感谢网络上的同门护持。今天的网络直播就到这里，台湾雷藏寺祝福大家平安吉祥，谢谢大家，阿弥陀佛。